plan is to do this as quickly as possible because it's almost midnight and I want to get a decent amount of sleep. So I'm going to be having to basically speed run making cinnamon buns, which is just great. First things first though, take off my room is there you go. Forgot I had that. We're gonna be needing dough. And that's I don't feel like I look bold. My hair's greasy because I'm supposed to wash it today, but my dad went to bed early, so I couldn't wash my stupid hair. And so now it's greasy. It's really greasy. It's annoying. It's gonna piss me off. Important things. You're gonna watch me do this like 7 billion times because I cannot find any decent way. That'll do. That'll do. Get my hair. I'm back home from uni now, which means I can no longer shower whenever I want to. I can't shower at 2 AM at night because I use my parents' ensuite. It's got a better shower. It does. Because our other bathroom just has a bath. Well, it has a shower head, but it's a kind of bad shower. So I feel like I look bold. If I ever shave my head, ooh, I don't want to think about it. That's how you know I've like replaced by an imposter. Shave my head. Tip my drink down myself. This is going so well, guys. This is going so well. I need... My parents went out this morning, which is a whole other story, but they got me more mojitos. I feel like it should be bad that my parents now come back with drinks for me, but I'm not an alcoholic. Oh shit. I forgot that it was wait, let me show you. I normally mix it with apple juice because I'm fancy like that. I don't think that's gonna be a very nice mix. It's normally 1 part apple juice. Okay, not gonna let you watch me. Okay. That's better. I have my bag next to... Oh, gotta show off my mum says it's green. It's not green. Unless I don't think I'm colourblind. My mum makes me think I'm colourblind because she's like, oh, where's your green bag gone? My green bag. But anyway, peep the pins. We're making cinnamon buns because my mum keeps I keep talking about my mum. Oh, this part is about she keeps hounding me about making cinnamon buns. So I am. Don't actually have the recipe up. There we go. Okay. This is where I'm realizing I've not actually read the recipe or anything like that. I just know the ingredients. Which the ingredients for these cinnamon buns. Ooh, keep forgetting this is blend. I do look bold. Ingredients for the dough: 180 grams of milk, which I did misread that. I thought it was milliliters, but we're going to assume it's the same thing. We're going to get a converter up and figure that out. It says whole or 2% milk preferred because I'm following a recipe that's not mine because I've never made cinnamon buns before. But Ambitious Kitchen. I know. And we'll see how well this goes. But whole milk or 2% preferred. This is definitely American, also because they use cups. 2 1/4 teaspoons of dry or quick rise yeast. Oh my god. I bought this today. It's quick yeast. God. 50 grams of sugar. It says granulated. I don't really care whenever it comes to my sugar. 4 tablespoons of butter, melted and cooled. 1 large egg plus 1 large egg yolk. 3 cups of bread flour. Salt and olive oil for greasing the bowl. Oh, never mind me. Filling: 57 grams of butter. 142 grams of packed dark brown sugar. They use cups. It's throwing me off. Like, they have it converted into like whatever it is, but it keeps saying cups, and I'm too English for this. I'm far too English. Cinnamon, obviously. Then for the cream cheese frosting, 4 ounces of cream cheese, 85 grams of powdered sugar, 3 tablespoons of salted butter, and vanilla extract. But now, we can actually get on to making. I bought this. It's a tiny notebook. I got it for £1, and you can see my brilliant handwriting. And on the next page, I have things I can talk about. Because this week hasn't been horrifically interesting. But there have been some weird things going on. Weird. I can actually add another thing to this. Okay. Step 1. Prepare the dough. So I'm finally properly reading this recipe. And step 1 is microwave the milk. I feel too English for this. Where's the milk? Milk was hiding. Okay. Probably do me a great start to actually have everything out. Nothing is I'm starting off by telling you about my brilliant week while I measure out. How much milk do we measure out? All of it? 180 grams of milk. Okay. I'm a uni student. Wow. I'm studying media, I know. Wow, so interesting. But one thing I do on the side is like event photography. And it's not very good event photography because I use a phone. I'm getting a camera for my birthday there. Anyway, that's not the fun part. Shall I show you what I'm doing? Nah, it's boring. I do event photography, and recently there was a pork pie making workshop in one of our local like venues thing. It was really small. It was like 7 people that were there. But I was taking photos, you know, just being like some random little person off in the corner, because that's what I was. I was a random little person off in the corner. And this guy comes up to me and goes, "Do you eat pork pies?" I'm like, okay, normal question so far. Why making events? Or do you want your figure? And he went like this, you know? It's like, do you want your figure? He was like 70 or 80. I don't know him. I still don't know him. He just came. So he started off, I'm speechless. I'm like, I can't actually form words. Hello. I hope you enjoy my pot pie stories. As he comes up and he's like, "Are you watching your figure?" I'm good. What am I making? Cinnamon buns. Milk. How are you? But he comes up, and after he says that, he goes, "Oh, when many, it goes to their stomach." And he patted his stomach as well. I've still got 195 grams of. Normally, I wouldn't really care about how much milk I have in something. But cinnamon buns are... I don't want to chance it. Yeah, it's okay. I said it's good enough. Now we have to microwave milk. Just gonna curdle. This is what my mum's bought because she's so annoyed that I've not been making cinnamon buns. Taste of America's cinnamon brioche. That pushed me over the edge. I really, really, really hate microwaving milk. It feels very, very wrong. It says I need a stand mixer. I have a stand mixer. But I don't really want to get it out. I'll see how I go, you know. So you're supposed to put it in the stand mixer. I'm not. This is where it's gonna go very wrong for me. Where you? I'm English. Very, very much English. Which is why microwaving milk hurts. don't like warm milk. It just feels wrong. Ireland's great. I've got 3 friends that are Irish. I don't normally count them, but I've got about 2 or 3. And one day I will visit Ireland. But not right now. I've got a couple. If I went to Ireland, I'd probably go hiking. I would definitely go hiking in Ireland. I'm just not sure where yet. 2 1/4 teaspoons dry yeast. Enjoy the washing machine in the background. I'm going on a hike with my friends at some point late this month. Not Ireland, sadly, but the Peak District. Which will be fun. Has it got any good mountains is the question. Because me and my friends are very, very amateur mountain climbers. And I say mountains, large hills. It's a table. Half a teaspoon, there we go. So I need 4. I never really understood glamping. I get it. Yeah. But if you want to go, I just put yeast in. The yeast looks weird. If you want to go hiking, go hiking. If you want to go outside and kind of just, you don't have to stay outside if you don't want to. You can just go somewhere. I guess that is glamping, you know. Oh, that smells weird. I don't think I should sniff yeast. That's a bad idea. To be fair, I don't even, I have a tent, but I don't know how well it's gonna go. Oh, that's weird. I've never used yeast before. So this is gonna be fun. And it says I'm using dry yeast. I need to add the sugar in now. 50 grams of sugar. Okay, do I stir it? Do I leave it? Oh, I don't like using it. I really don't like yeast. That's 50 grams of sugar. Yeah. Sprinkle the yeast on top. Using active dry yeast, add the sugar now and let the yeast sit with the sugar until foamy, about 5 minutes. Oh. I may be a baker, but this might be a step too far. I might never make these again. Now for this step, you haven't already, add the sugar, then the melted butter, egg and egg yolk, mix on medium speed. So I've got to let it sit for 5 minutes. And then, okay, I'll get the butter and egg yolk done while that sits. So it's supposed to just get foamy. Oh, I don't like yeast. It freaks me out, guys. 7 grams of salted butter. Does it have to be salted? Oh, I was watching a YouTube video today, you know, as one does, because I was bored. And there is a YouTuber that lives near me. I know because I've seen him. And I'm not saying that, like, he's following me around. However, he lives near me. Blah, 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 that's fine. I've watched a YouTube video and he goes to where my cousin lives. Oops. Don't do that at home. Goes to where my cousin lives. Not the actual house. That would be weird. But just like the town. And he's just there for a video. And I'm like, okay. It's not, you know, it could. Oh, the yeast smells weird. I'm like, oh, okay. I guess you're there. And he's also been to the town where my uni is. I think town, city where my uni is. I'm like, once is enough, you know. Fine. Get your own little area. Then again, there's been so many coincidences, for me at least, lately. And that could just be me overthinking it. It probably is. But even today, okay, this is less of a coincidence and more just something that happens in my town. But I was going for a walk and the UK is going through a heat wave right now. I don't like it. I've not liked it since it started. So I tried to sit in some shade. And then I noticed there's a police car. And there's a bunch of, I'm here. And there's a corner here. And there's like a police car there. And there's a bunch of people on the corner. And so, you know, after it cools down a bit, I get up and I kind of walk around. And then there's a cat. So I go say hi to the cat. And then it's warming, so I go back to my spot in the shade. And as I do, there's just more and more police cars that show up, and there's an ambulance there. And I feel so bad because I'm trying to sit in the shade to keep cool. And there are just so many. My butter didn't. Match with butter. And just more and more people start coming around. And I feel so bad just sitting there trying to sit out of the shade because I'm like, I don't want people to think that I'm just like listening in, because obviously something has happened. And as I sit there, I've got my headphones in, but I can just hear more and more things. And it's like, yeah, we've got a small town. We've got a decent sized town. So it's not like, yeah, it's not like nothing happens, but it was just. And then I get home after being out and about town, and suddenly everyone's Instagram stories have these things, and it's like people I know from secondary. They're like, some guy like. And I'm not going to share all about it because, not for me to say. The attempt is going. I don't like using yeast. It's freaking me out. But I got to melt butter now, so it's going great. Oh yeah, raw meat freaks me out as well. I've got to use forks if I need to cut it. Like I'll use a fork and I'll cut it with a knife. I can't touch it. Freaks me out. My mum said we had eggs, but no, my dad thinks they've just gone. We have eggs. I've tried using gloves, but it feels weird underneath my fingers. Like, just how soft it is, how soft and pliable it is. I don't like it. Now, according to the recipe, melted butter, 1 large egg and 1 large egg yolk. Go in. Oh. Okay then. We have chickens, which is where we get the eggs from. Yeah, cold raw meat is not a nice feeling. There's a bit of eggshell. Yes. Oh, okay. We've got a small, bit of land. We've got an allotment, which is where we have the chickens. What are you going to put on your farm? I'm invested. Oh shit. I need something. Probably shouldn't put the right on there. Because currently my dad's got, he's got a lot of potatoes. Ooh, okay, cows are quite fun. I want to get ducks, but my dad won't let me. Ooh. Gazelles? Where are you getting gazelles from? Nope. Probably from, I don't know. I got the most exotic thing that I've ever seen on a farm is peacocks. Fair for a lot. I'm very, very English. I'm from a small town. So gazelles are a bit out of most people's, at least here. But to be fair, they would be quite cool. I need to find a way to separate the egg yolk. I'm just gonna have to use a spoon. I have 2 spoons. No, to be fair, gazelles are very pretty. I believe that. Because they prance around quite nicely. Oh, absolute skill. I don't know what to do with the egg white, but I guess it's there. Okay, the yeast is now looking rather funny. If we move everything out of the way, eggs go over there. Okay. Look at that. I would give you £5, dude, but I don't have any. I don't have £5. I spent it all on yeast and cinnamon today. Sorry. Okay, now it says use stand mixer, but I don't have a stand mixer. Well, I do, but I'm not going to use it. It's got a wind spoon. Hopefully it will bring you good luck, you know? Oh, that's I have a friend that makes a lot of sourdough. I probably should have texted her about this before I started attempting this. Oh, that's so weird. Yeah, that's a reason. There's a reason I don't use yeast, but like, it said stir until well combined. It looks a lot better than it did, which I'm very, very grateful for. Oh, I feel like I need to use a blender. Yeah, because who came up with the idea of yeast? Who looked at... I mean, this is technically cinnamon buns, but like... Oh, that's got a smell to it as well. That's got I don't think I should be sniffing. It's raw yeast, it's not gonna hurt me. It said stir for 5 minutes. Oh no, it said sit. For 30. Okay, I've done that. Okay, the next step is to add flour. I've got a bad track record for flour. The fit is about to be covered by the best apron known to man. So say goodbye to the Bauhaus t-shirt. It's in our heart. I feel like one day I will attempt to make bread. But cinnamon buns first. Cinnamon buns first. Oh, okay, beef Wellington is actually... I want to try something with pork as well, because I've got a good idea for pork. Pork chops, that's the word. Oh. The laptop's on 10%. Oops. So much stuff around here. Not only, because when I bake, I make a lot of mess. But also, we got takeaway tonight. So there's even more mess. Yay. At some point, I am going to try to make... Sorry, I've been stirring this, and there's lumps of yeast, and that's so unsettling. In a bite, I don't like yeast currently. Yum. Yum. Do that. I have got Algerian friends, so I am gonna get recipes from them. But I've got Algerian friends, Polish friends, Tanzanian friends, Indian friends. I'm gonna work my way through the roster. Do not worry, I won't just try making Arabic food. I will try to make everything. See how much flour I need. 360 grams of gold. I didn't realize it was that much bread flour. don't actually know where the bread flour is gone. I will be back. I'm back. No, 360 grams of bread flour. Well, the recipe said bread flour. Apparently bread flour makes it light and fluffy. Still a bit concerned. Around 60 grams. Bread flour. Look, oh, look at this, it's so good. Probably should have sifted this. Oh, this was such a mistake. I'm gonna get a fork, actually. This is... Yeah, I'm also never looking at bread. Oh, this is really something, isn't it? Oh, the dog is up. Hello. The dog is sitting in the other room, very confused. Oh, I don't like this. I'm gonna get a sieve. That will fix my problems. Sieve. This may have been a mistake. Yeah, I see now why they say use a stand mixer. This is, I mean, it's thickening up. Yeah, but making cinnamon rolls is you know, this is fun, you know? And as I... Oh, it's bubbling. You know, as I make these lovely cinnamon rolls, you know? cook something. I can cook things that aren't cinnamon rolls, apparently. I mean, the batter's thickening. It's a bit hard to see because the lighting's terrible. Oh, that's a really interesting. It's certainly doing something. I'd just rather overbeat it. Okay, I'm gonna switch back to a wooden spoon. Sift it in the rest of the flour. Okay. Oh no. Oh no. Let me see if I can add it. That light better? Yeah, you and block some of it, but you can see it. I've never actually watched cooking with Kate. I don't think I have. Cinnamon bun recipe might be failing rather dramatically. But it'll be okay. What's the next step after I need to add salt to this, don't I? Oh dear. Okay, might just skip a step or two and just go straight to kneading it on the counter. That's a bit too much flour. Be fine. Oh wow. Oh, that's something. Someone needs to remind me to never make anything. Anything to do with yeast ever again. And the thing is, like, this thing needs to proof for like at maximum 18 hours, it said. So I'm gonna be cooking this in the morning when I wake up. Not tonight. If it turns out horrifically, you guys won't know. Well, you will if you watch the eventual YouTube video. I'm supposed to knead this. I forgot I don't know how to knead dough. Oh, look at that, I remembered how to knead dough. Oh wow, this is a confusing experience. It said knead the dough for 5 to 8 minutes. What time is it now? It's 29 past midnight and I'm kneading dough in the kitchen. I hope you enjoy my one video on YouTube. It'll be, I'm gonna post the rest of what the VODs, is that what they're called? These thingies. Okay, look at this. It's sort of, I feel like if I punch it, it'll break. It's such a delicate. Look at it, it's oh no. You're right, YOLO. Oh, this is so bad. I've not even kneaded it for the full 5 to 8 minutes. I keep getting hair in my mouth. Look at that beauty. To be fair, that's quite a... Look at that dough. It needs more flour. There we go. It's a lot of flour. I'm still using the strong bread flour. This is such an experience. Oh, I'm so bad at making dough. It's been 3 minutes. It's been 3 minutes. Oh dear, the dough is breaking. Okay, there we go. Oh dear. Oh. This dough is... Okay, what's the step after knead? I feel like I've kneaded it too much. I might have over kneaded this dough. It's like, it's fat dough though. Okay, is dough supposed to rise for an hour? I may have fucked up. This dough is, we didn't miss a step. This dough is supposed to rise for an hour? Oh. Oh, fucking hell. Okay. We can make the cream cheese frosting while this rises. Cause like didn't this might be a good time to mention I didn't read the recipe before I started this. Okay. We will. Okay. Bowl. Need to put olive oil. Olive oil. Supposed to. Ooh, shit. Bit more olive oil than I think I was supposed to put in there. It'll be fine. It's like a plastic bit. We will use this. Spread. Just spread the olive oil around the bowl. Oh, it's it smells of olive oil. I'll give it that. I told my mum I was gonna speed run this. It's gonna speed rush making, and then I forgot that dough had to rise. Okay. I'm reading it. Allow the cover with plastic wrap in the warm towel. Okay. You go in the olive oil. Gonna put a timer on for an hour. The hour time has started now. Where's the cling film? Okay. We cling film this. Steamer. She's cling filmed. We cover her with a towel. I'm gonna pop it to the side. There we go. What made me decide to do this in the dead of night? Because my parents are asleep. and also England is going through a heat wave. I don't like heat waves. And if I had the oven on, trying to make this, I would melt. I need some orange apple juice. Yeah, and also, they're for the morning, so you know, I thought I should make them. I attempt to put everything that isn't needed back away. I didn't put salt in it. I was supposed to put salt in it, and I didn't. Oops. The yeast can go. It's cinnamon. There's so much flour. I put far too much flour on this table. Oh dear. Oh shit. This is what I have mess-wise after 2 towers. Hey, I mean, you can join in making cinnamon buns. You know it. It's going so well. Oh dear. There's nothing wrong with a bit of yeast. You can have your own yeast thing, you know? There might be something parts of it stuck on the table. Oops. There's so much dough. There we go. Okay, clean up is done. Clean up is done. For now. What is this? Okay, we're gonna skip a few steps. We're gonna go immediately to prepare the filling. that's preparing the filling is 2 seconds. We're not. Wait, we can do it. 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 Fair. I do like the new Frankenstein. Well, I say new. It's a year or 2 or. I don't actually know. Yeah, the Guillermo del Toro's, the one with Mia Goth in it. It's a good film. I do not like horror movies. Quite the opposite. I just like Frankenstein because it's Frankenstein, you know. It's just great. I'm also a massive literature fan, hence doing a degree in English and media. But yeah. Me and my friends watched The Back Rooms, and oh, did not go. I grabbed my friend's arm so hard that she told me to leave. Well, she told me to go, like, stop. But 142 grams of packed dark brown sugar. This is dark brown soft sugar. I have never watched 400 Days of Summer. Oh, how much this do I need? I will take my flatmate slash friend, I guess, you know, we're friends, shock horror, is a film student. And so whenever I have to ask about films, I always just go up to her and I'm like, hey, can you tell me about this film, please? Which is 1.5 tablespoons of ground cinnamon. My tablespoon's got sugar in it. No, to be fair, my friend, their favourite movie is La La Land. So, you know, no obscure Russian films there. My ex was a STEM student. It was an interesting time. 1.5 tablespoons of ground cinnamon. One. I knew too many STEM students when I'm still in uni, like when I was there, and it was so... Some people are, like, they will pick a niche film to be niche. But sometimes the niche ones are kind of good. Sometimes they are kind of good. And, you know, sometimes you've got to watch the original Nosferatu. It is good. I do actually kind of like it. I'm adding more cinnamon, which is probably a bad idea. But Nosferatu's, no, the old, like the black and white silent one is brilliant. It's so funny. It's such a stupid film and I love it so much. The new Nosferatu gave Nosferatu too much aura. Too much like coolness. I know Nosferatu isn't, like the old Nosferatu isn't niche, but it's a silent black and white film about a vampire. It's a little bit niche, you know. Let me have my niche now. The new one isn't niche. But the old one, it's a bit niche. Come on, it's a bit niche. So much. Oh, look at that. You actually can't, but there we go. I'm a lover of... I've never actually watched This Is England. I feel like I should, considering this is England, like, where I am. I do not... I'm gonna quickly Google Stephen Graham. I've never actually... Oh, he's got a really weird angle of me. Stephen Graham. Stephen Graham. There we go. Okay, I'll put it on the watch list. Okay, he does look familiar. Oh, he was in Adolescence. Oh, okay. And he was in Peaky Blinders. And Pirates of the Caribbean. And Venom. And Line of Duty. I've not actually watched Adolescence. I should probably. Why was he? He was in Matilda the Musical. What is this guy doing? He was in Rocket Man. This guy has got an insane discography. Yeah. And he was in the 2019 Christmas Carol. Honestly, props to him. That's the wrong one. Okay, you've convinced me. I will watch This Is England. I'll see where I can watch it. Okay, got my words out. Because I have nothing to do tomorrow. Oh, it's from 2006. Oh, it's about British coming-of-age drama film written and directed by Shane Meadows. A rebellious young boy joins a group of skinheads and gives his life new direction till he meets a man named Combo. I mean, yeah, that is a bit of a... That's definitely something to convince people of. I need another mixing. fair, that dough has risen quite a bit. I'm actually well impressed with that dough. It's going along pretty well. It looks a bit dodgy from, you know. Didn't that also happen with like Matilda as well? Like with Danny DeVito and the kid that played Matilda? Am I completely insane for that? Mm. Yeah, film rewatches are always great. For the cream cheese frosting, very American frosting. Getting myself another spoon out. So I had 112 grams of cream cheese. I got the cheapest cream cheese I could find. There we go. Sainsbury's own brand cream cheese. The best kind of cream cheese. I've put in too much cream cheese. I put in 30 grams extra. I think I've heard about Ghost Story, but I'm not entirely sure. I think there's 85 grams of 68 grams of icing sugar. That's all we have. I'm gonna attempt to give this a mix. Oh wow. That's this is a concoction and a half. Ooh, at least there's no yeast in it. 3 tablespoons of salted butter. Okay. Wash this in. tablespoons of butter. This is not going to end well. Oh dear. There's a reason I called this attempting. I don't think. Oh, this is so lovely. It requires 3 tablespoons. I've lost count. Oh dear. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 2 more. I'm using a. Yeah, that's. I'll say that's about. I feel like I should have melted this butter first. Okay. I'm going to quickly take out the butter. I'm going to melt the butter. Okay. Hey! Hello! You've missed quite a interesting evening. Especially, mainly considering yeast. The yeast didn't go well at all. I'm making cinnamon buns, or attempting to make cinnamon buns, and cinnamon buns require yeast. Yeast is not something. It's not a pretty thing. It will be on the YouTube, guys. But oh, it was so weird. I should have really taken a photo of it, just to like. I'm gonna add. I'll add the rest of the cream cheese. It was like, I know it's supposed to bubble and all that, but oh, it just freaked me out, and it looked so weird. But I also didn't read the recipe correctly for these cinnamon buns. Turns out you have to you've got to let the dough sit for an hour. Which I kind of forgot about, so we've got 30 minutes left. So I was just making the cream cheese frosting. Yeah, recipes are fun. Now vanilla extract, which you measure with your heart. That is, for a minute I thought I pulled out the orange extract that I have in the cupboard, because I've got orange and lemon extract, but now it's the vanilla. Just this, I think it's a little vanilla extract. I don't know, it's just, you measure it with your heart, it's just, I'm gonna put that back in the cupboard. It's not gonna end well for me. Oh, that smells so good. That smells so nice. That smells really good. Midnight snacks are needed. There's no sugar left in there, great. You can attempt to make cinnamon buns with I've got the topping, the frosting, and I have the filling. Yum. There's a massive pile of washing, like, just all washing. Great. Look at the dough. That's risen really quickly. I will cover it for a second. Okay, I've got everything that I need to put it together, which is a bonus. I guess it's now sit and have a chat for 30 minutes. I'm gonna get myself a chair. Oh, my back hurts. There we go. Am I gonna be short? I've got 28 minutes. Can check the Instagram. The Instagram. Obviously, in a society at uni, I open up the group chat and it just goes up to divorce. Like, the first message I see is divorced, get rid. And I'm like, just annul. Who's broken up, guys? was going. And then in my friends group chat, they're talking about which Deltarune characters they are. I don't know. I don't know, guys. It's 1 AM. I'm waiting for my dough to rise. I'm not sitting very well on this chair. The chair is tiny. Oh, that's better. I don't know how to cook kebabs. Sorry. There were cinema buns. Actually, to be fair, my cinema buns are going rather interestingly currently. I mean, the dough looks banging. Like, dough was expanded horrifically. What's up, guys? Dough point of view now. Really bad ASMR. Who doesn't love dough ASMR? I'm rather tired. My mum woke me up. Yeah, I know, exactly. Like, look at that. It's so relaxing. But my mum woke me up this morning because obviously, she sent me a text being like, "Are you awake at 10?" And I didn't wake up until 11:45. So I ring her thinking, oh, something's happened, you know. Like, let me see if I can find the exact words. It's just so squeaky. I love pulling up receipts, this kind of thing. Text, "You awake?" I go, "Oh, is something wrong? Why would she text me that?" So I say yes, and then I ring her. And I go, obviously I'm like, something has happened. Why did she text me that? So I'm like, is everything, like, I'm awake, what's wrong? She goes, "Oh, me and your dad are out having breakfast, and I wanted to know if you wanted, like, I was gonna invite you along with us, but you were still asleep, so I just went without you." And I'm laying in bed, my duvet, like, cuddled up in my duvet, because even though there's a heat wave, I still get cold at night. So I have a duvet, a blanket, I have a second blanket. I don't normally use a second blanket, but even though there's a heat wave, I still have to have a blanket and a duvet. But like, she's just like, "Oh yeah, you know, we're now at the local cafe," because outside our Sainsbury's, it's like a cafe. I think it used to be in a train station. It's a cafe with like some weird niche. And she's like, "Oh yeah, we're just there. I was going to invite you, but decided not to wake you up." And I'm there just like flabbergasted. Because, you know, I'm back from uni. You would think she would want to spend, like, my parents would want to spend time with me. You would think, but no. Shameful. Absolutely shameful. Oh, because I went to bed at like 3 or 4 last night. It wasn't like late, but still. And because obviously England won yesterday, or not yesterday, it's currently Monday. They won on Saturday. So, you know, people were celebrating, and that meant people were setting off fireworks for some reason. And I have a dog. She's over that way. I have a dog. She's very lovely. And one thing about her, she's terrified of fireworks because it was bonfire night and she was outside, and I think the wind had shut the door, so she was just there, like, terrified. I felt so bad. But she hates fireworks, so I hear the fireworks go off. So I go and check on her, and she's already up pacing. I let her into the living room, and she's still pacing. She then sits by the door, gets up, starts pacing again. So I look after her for a couple of hours because people kept setting off fireworks every time. Like, oh, they won't stop making off fireworks. More fireworks. I'm not a huge fan of fireworks, so. But the dog did not like them. She was. Yeah. What is that? There we go. That was her last night, hiding behind the sofa in front of the door, just not enjoying herself. Yeah, like, for real, my dog's hated fireworks since she was born, I think. And I've got one friend that's like, last night I was texting like my group chat being like, oh, you know, my dog hates fireworks. I don't like fireworks because they upset her, like you said. And they're like, oh, well, you know, what if you set them off in like a place without animals? What if you set them off in like a place outside? And my quote was, I forgot what my quote was, but I went, we've still got 20 minutes. Words. Here we go. Why can't people just do fireworks in an area with no animals nearby? And mine was, there are birds in the sky above and insects in the earth below. It's my really shitty look. Who's texted me? There was someone from I used the wrong there. There was someone from yesterday that like we got to chatting on Instagram, and like I swear they were a scammer at first, because the first thing they asked me is like, how do you make money? Or like, yeah, it was, by the way, what do you do for a living? I was like, I'm a full-time student, no job. I want a job, desperately want to make some money, because next year, I need a bit of money. And then just like, so do you have any sort of income, like pocket money or anything? And I'm like, I was like, maybe I know. I'm like, why do you want to know how I get my money? Exactly, it does. It, like, alarm bells were ringing in my head, and so I said why, because I was like, why do you want to? And I was like, and then I was like, oh, I was just wondering how you pay your daily expenses. I live with my parents. I'm back home for the summer. I talked about that yesterday, because, well, not, it wasn't yesterday, whatever it was. I was like, I'm living with my parents, so I don't have expenses, it's great. And they go, that's great. I'm a graphic designer who designed different things for creator. Not creators, creator. Came across your channel and your streaming honestly stood out. The way you interact with chat is genuinely cool, like most creators out there. And I'm like, mate, what? Like, maybe you know, the text was just, grammar was just bad. But it just felt very much like scammy. And so every time they were like asking me like, oh, you know, have you thought about graphic design? Or like, thought about having like a VTuber? I'm like, no. I just leave it at that. Maybe in the future I'll look into it myself. I'll build that skill myself. But no. And then they recently, like, can you send a portfolio? And it's like, maybe it's just, you know, optimism. Maybe it is just someone. It was just quite funny because I was just like, nowhere have I said I wanted someone to do graphic design. I said I started doing this so that I gain experience for myself, not for other people to do it. And I'm just like, this is my skills. I'm gonna build my skills and do all that shit. It's just, yeah. It was just really funny because I was like, I'm the generation that got like tech safety shoved down our throats. I'm not gonna be like, oh yeah. I feel like my parents would be more likely to fall for a scam than I am. Like, it's just funny. Yeah. I think, to be fair, my streams are pretty basic. I just go, hi guys, this is blah 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 blah. I probably will look into, like, if this becomes more of a thing, you know, look into things like the video intros and all that. But currently, no. My laptop can barely handle editing videos, let alone anything else. Because I didn't expect to be doing this type of thing. When I first got my laptop, it was mainly for uni work, and now I have no uni work. And so, oh, that definitely does smell like cinnamon. Oh god, I'm shattered. Yeah, this is definitely I put this together, bung it in the fridge, because you were supposed to put it in the fridge for at maximum 18 hours to first, like, before you cook them. So this is I bung it in the fridge, I go to bed kind of. No fun chatting. This is the chat. I still got 13 minutes. God, I thought I could get this done quickly. Oof. Every time I open Instagram, it's just, it's just so weird. My friends are My friends are strange. Oh yeah, I've started blocking, because I've got my personal Instagram, and then I have the one that's linked to like this. I started blocking people that know me in real life, or like even through Instagram. I've started blocking people on this account, because I don't want them to find it. I'm like, no, you stay in the personal file. You get the personal account. Yeah, because you know me, and like we met, and we were friends outside of this, and like you're not allowed in the professional, the actual Instagram. I've already blocked like 4 people though. I'll probably do more. I might not block like uni people, because I can just be like, well, you know I'm a media student. I need to do this. Yeah, like because they know too much. They know too much. And also like, because I want to keep their privacy as well. Like if I tell a story about my personal life, I will swap out names and like defining characteristics, because I don't want them to be like, I want them to have their privacy as well. It's just like, it's too weird having those two little sections that go together. It's supposed to be personal life and like the other one, and they do not go like that. Yeah. It's also just kind of strange if they're like, oh yeah, we saw you on Twitch. I'm like, no. Don't do that. Like, oh, we saw your video on YouTube. No. The dough is about as big as it's bigger than my head. It's got quite a bit of a... I've deflated the dough by accident. I'm gonna stop playing. Yeah, it probably... At least with like... I don't know, I was gonna say it. My parents would, if I would... Because that's the reason I stream at night as well, is because my parents go to bed, and it'd be a bit awkward if they just kind of came in. Not awkward for like... It would be awkward if they started like, you know, spilling personal and private information, because that would be a bit concerning. But it'd just be a bit like, can you stop talking, please? Like, no. Yeah. How long has this gone? Okay, it said it's supposed to have 8 minutes left. I'm tired of waiting for this dough to rise. If I somehow ruin it by not giving it 8 minutes, my cross is stuck. Look at this. Look at that. if I ever get recognised in the street, I think that will be, I don't know what I'll do. But I don't think I have to worry about that currently. And you dust the surface with flour. Probably too much flour. If I ever get super famous, you know, I'll remember my roots. And currently the root is looking up. Oh dear. To be fair, I'm most worried about, not worried, but like, if my flatmates find out that I do this, they might be a bit confused. Which is probably why, once I go back to uni, I'll stop doing, like, cooking stuff. Just because I won't have access. Yeah, but it'll just be, like, a bit awkward having them, like, they'll understand, but being, like, you know, if you come into the kitchen, you can't use my name, because, like, yeah. That's something or if you come into the kitchen, you'll be on a live stream. I mean, I might be able to get them behind it, but it just might be a bit of an awkward situation. You never know, perhaps one day you'll see them with me doing something really stupid. Now it says to roll it until it's 10 by 14 centimetres. But I can't count centimetres without a ruler. I don't have a ruler. That seems a bit big, doesn't it? Try to dust the excess flour off. I've also put too much flour. This is why it said attempting to bake. The dough has turned out, uncooked dough has turned out pretty decently. Hey, midnight's my favourite time to bake, you know? Because you never know what will happen. But also, I will most likely be making these again because it's actually kind of fun. Yeah, exactly, you know? Okay. And you've got to rub butter into it? I don't think I read that right. I've got to spread softened butter over the dough, so it's gonna be just a strange. It's gonna be a strange few minutes of just massaging butter into the dough. Yeah, this stream is just a lot of really weird ASMR currently. We have lovely dough ASMR. No. Yeah, I found my niche. This is probably the worst niche to have. I'm not going to stick with it for too long. My very, very niche butter rubbing ASMR. I don't think this is how you're supposed to apply the butter to it anyway, but you know. I've got butter all over my fingers. Oh, this is so weird. I don't like this. Okay, I've applied some butter. It said leave a 1/4 inch margin. I feel like that's... yeah, that's... trying to stretch the dough out a little bit more so it's a bit thinner. This is why I wear an apron whenever I'm dealing with flour. I should put my apron back on. I was touching flour and that never goes well. Apron's back. Okay. Now, sprinkle the filling on. that was also rather ASMR-y. But I now have to roll. Do I roll them that way or do I? I mean, if I just kind of. This is where it's gonna get very fiddly. Ooh. Oh, look at that. Okay, I'm supposed to like pinch the sides together? Oh dear. Okay, I have to seal the dough. More butter ASMR. Lovely. Ooh. Butter. Oh, oh, lovely. Lovely butter. Ooh, butter. Yum. Oh, I shouldn't bake this late into the night or early in the morning. Okay, just stick. I'm supposed to seal off this, but I'm supposed to pinch it? I don't know how that's gonna work. Wait, just kind of. This is weird. I don't know where the 18 hours is. It's only about 18 hours. Got to quickly go back to the original recipe. What have I done? What have I done? Oh no. Oh no. I've got to do a very quick Google search. Can I leave? uncooked dough overnight? Please say yes. Okay, I thought that this recipe required me to leave them overnight. It doesn't, but it turns out you can. Okay, wait. Might just cook them now, to be fair. They only take 20 minutes, and then okay, I might do half now and half later. Consider. Improvise, adapt, overcome. Oh no. Never mind, we didn't need to improvise, adapt, or overcome. Oh dear. Yeah, I was gonna pop it in a dish because it's a bit of an unfortunate shape. It's almost 2 AM. Also, I know you're not supposed to cut on the countertop. Just don't do it at home, you know? Don't do it in your own countertop. Apparently, I'm supposed to leave them to proof. I'm supposed to leave them to proof for an hour. These are being cooked in the morning. I'm not. It is my countertop. This is my parents' house. I live here. Oh. Look at them. Oh, I suppose mine is baking paper. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. The recipe is supposed to make 9. I've made 10. That's fine. I'm attempting to arrange them in a pull-apart-esque fashion. I can see now why the recipe said 9. Come on, just fit. Oh ho 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 ho! Yes! Where's my scissors? Sorry about that. This stream has just turned into ASMR, which is not what I intended to happen. But you know, for the TikTok, I guess. I'm gonna mutilate the butter. Oh, they look really good. These actually look banging. Okay, in there. Also go in there. It's empty. Cinnamon in there. So I have cinnamon buns. The silly little extras come in here. Icing. It smells really good. I'm actually really proud of that icing. It smells lovely. Eggs need to go back in the fridge. Ow. Okay. Just need to cover this with probably far too much. Huh, okay, that's not working. There's so much ASMR going on. Okay, we are gonna have to. Oh, the cookies went down brilliantly. They are my famous cookies. Everyone loves them. Is it gonna work? I came home with none. Okay. My dad has an entire watermelon in the fridge, which means I can't put anything else in the fridge. Or I can, but it's just be annoying. Okay, and it's 2. So I'm gonna set my alarm for 8 tomorrow. "8:30 will be nice to myself. So I can come down and bake the. Yeah. So obviously, sadly, you guys will not get to see what they look like. But if you watch the YouTube, yeah. It isn't. I'll just. My fridge is making weird sounds. I'm gonna check it. Fridge is good. If these turn out successful, I have a feeling that I'll be making these a lot more, and I'll probably be making them properly instead of whatever tonight was. There's so much flour on the table. There's flour and sugar on the table now. Just not a very good look for me. so much stuff. There we go. Nice and clean. I'm also going to clean up in the morning. It's 2 a.m. Okay. I think that has been, this is the end of whatever that was, attempting to make cinnamon buns. I will share how they turn out at some point tomorrow. Fingers crossed they're all good. They should be good. I made them. They're gonna taste lovely. It's the dough I'm worried about. The rest of it, it's fine. It's fine. Enjoy yourself. It's 2 a.m. I'm gonna go to bed. See you at some point. Bye.